Nathaniel Bandy. Striving for originality.
Welcome to the Predicting Mario Kart 9 series. Today, let's talk about retro tracks. Now, before we get to the ones that I think will be in Mario Kart 9, let's look at the previous tracks that were in previous Mario Kart games, starting with Mario Kart DS. Mario Kart DS did a perfect job keeping consistency with how many retro tracks they used. There's honestly not much else to say here, so let's move right on to Mario Kart Wii's retro tracks. Now, as I've said in the past, it looks like there is a trend in the way Nintendo adds retro tracks. It looks like they have a formula of adding 4 retro tracks each from the 2 newest Mario Kart games, and I think that's a great idea. However, for Mario Kart Wii, I feel like more SNES and Game Boy Advance tracks should have been used. I think this because there are 20 courses in each of those games, yet only 2 retro tracks were added. However, the balance is still pretty decent, so let's just move on to Mario Kart 7, where things start to get kind of bad here, with consistency at least. So, here's the positives. Nintendo has again stuck with their formula of adding 4 tracks each from the 2 newest Mario Kart games. However, look at the N64 tracks. There were way too many added. Only 1 Game Boy Advance track and 2 SNES tracks were added. Again, they each have 20 courses. Why didn't they use more of those? Now look, this is really starting to become a problem. But hey, with Mario Kart 8's anti-gravity feature, they can twist that track around any way they want. So surely they fixed this up for Mario Kart 8, right? Oh no, not at all! Let's look at Mario Kart 8's consistency with retro tracks. Shit hits the fan here. Now, before I go on a rant here, I have to say, the retro tracks that they did end up picking are the best selection that they had ever picked. They're all really, really fun to play on. However, the consistency of the retro tracks they picked is completely and utterly ruined. They only added 1 SNES track again, and now only 1 Game Boy Advance track. Nintendo, 20 tracks are in both of those games! Why aren't you using more out of all the retro tracks? The N64, which had the smallest selection of tracks to pick from, has the highest selection of tracks in the whole game! Because of this, there's only 1 left to use! Just 1! And you know what? It will be used in Mario Kart 9. I know it. Because you want to know why? It's a damn good stage. It's Wario freaking Stadium. Man, what a disaster with that. But thankfully, the Gamecube did a better job. They only used 2 of their tracks for Mario Kart 8. But for Mario Kart 9, are they going to use the remaining 3 and just fuck it up like they're going to do with the N64 now? Maybe. I will say though, I'm very happy with the amount of DS tracks that they used. I am kind of confused about the Wii and the 3DS. They only used 2 Wii tracks and 3 3DS tracks. Whatever happened with their simple formula of having 4 tracks from the 2 newest games added? Like, what was wrong with using that? So to wrap things up, Nintendo doesn't care about consistency at all, and they just don't give a shit when they run out of retro tracks. They really don't. I mean, there's freaking 1 N64 track left. So you know what? Fine, Nintendo, be that way. For my upcoming predictions, I'm not going to care about consistency either. I'm just going to pick from the most popular or the coolest tracks, 4 retro tracks that have not been used yet. So let's do this. Maybe I'll get more right this time around, as I only got 4 correct for Mario Kart 8. retro tracks do you want to see in Mario Kart 9? Leave a comment below and share. I'll respond to as many of you as possible. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. For part 2 of this series, we will talk about characters.